Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to do something exciting, I hope, for Sydney Grace Sunday, and that would be to take this bundle to get this look, and I hope one more, at least, in place of the Natasha Denona, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spend that kind of money. I chopped out a whole bunch of me blabbing about the similarities of this and the Natasha Denona. Remember how Mel would tease and say that? But anyway, the truth is that I've not actually, at the time of this filming anyway, seen that palette. And I was going to go over to my Sephora and swatch this palette that Mel put together last year, but they don't have it at the store, and it won't be in the store, they say, until like next week. I'm not about to buy a palette, especially a palette that I have no intentions of keeping. I'm not going to buy a palette just to swatch it and then take it back. There's no way that I want this Natasha Denona palette when I feel like I have better sitting right here with me in Sydney Grace. Even Mel would tell you that Sydney Grace is on par with Natasha's quality. And I'm satisfied when it comes to this color story to just have this, what Mel put together, as her vision, which is awfully close. The Mel's Memory palette has 20 shades and the pan sizes are 1.8 grams, selling for $60. The Natasha Denona palette has 14 shades and the pan sizes are 1.28 grams, selling for $69. So on that note, going forward, let's do some eyeshadow. What we're going to do is take Moon Landing, and on a Sigma F70, which is actually a concealer brush, I'm going to bring that on the inner and out here. Now, this look is inspired by one of the looks that Mel did. The difference between her look and mine is she used Fairy Tale, which is a matte in the center, and I am using Blushed and Aim High in the center, which are both pressed pigments. And I don't know at this point if I'm going to do more than one look or not. Or if I should do the looks she did, because we actually talked about this, her and I did a video with the Metropolis palette like this, and I called it copycat, because I thought what would be a really good thing is if I did eye looks that copied hers. That way people could see what that would look like. This is Moon Landing. This black on here is mascara from when I was over here, and I kind of blended out when my mascara was wet, in case you're wondering where that black is coming from. And then I'm just through the crease joining the two for a somewhat kind of halo eye. Anyway, she and I had discussed at that time about doing this series that I would call Copycat, and I had her permission to take whatever looks I wanted from hers and then do what I did in that video, which is basically put Mel over here and then do it side by side what she was doing, to show what that would look like if you were my age, 60, instead of, well, at the time I wasn't 60, like her mom doing it versus someone her own age. And she was like, that's a great idea. Stuff happened, and I didn't make it back to that. And, this stuff happens all the time. Products get dropped in your lap or whatever, and then, you're off to something else. But it was always the intention to do that. And then, of course, after she passed away, I'm like, I'm not doing that. Anyway, so this look is, I think, what she was doing in that video. I haven't seen it in a little bit. I just remember that I always loved the subtle gray pink, especially for a more mature woman. I know that a lot of women my age want to go a little smoky, but they don't want to get like, man, are you going to a nightclub? And I think that this looks subtle smoky, and this is also super easy. So now I'm going to switch to this lip brush. It's an LO4, and I'm still coming into Moon Landing. And I'm going to bring it underneath here. And this is just a really light gray. Then I'm just going to take and run that through the crease between the two sides because it has more dense bristles on it. Therefore, you get more concentration. Then I'm going to take my finger into Blush and my pinky into Aim High. And then I'm just coming right in the middle of my lid and patting Blushed on, which is kind of pink, and highlighting it with Aim High. She may not have done this exactly, but it's inspired by that look she did in that tutorial. And then I just took Laura Mercier's eyeliner in Slate and ran that in my lower waterline here, as if there's an upper waterline. Well, I guess there is. It's called the tight line. And then I'm going to take long combs. I don't know what color this is. I'm going to have to look this up. It's something, I can't read that. It's something metallic. It's silver. And I'm just going to run it right over the top of the slate, just to give it a little dazzle there in my waterline. And then mascara.
sound right, boys.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up. You know, share where you can. Let's help a girl out, all right? And until next time, I wanted to let you know that you're the best part of the Fritzy family, and that if you want a blessing, all you gotta do is go be a blessing to somebody else. That's all I got to say. Love ya. See ya. Bye. And I'm out.